England endured a day of humiliation as they were bowled out for just 58 in the first test against New Zealand in Auckland. Five of their batsmen, Joe Root, Ben Stokes, Johnny Barstow, Moeen Ali and Stuart Broad, failed to score. In response, New Zealand closed the day on 175 for 3, a lead of 117, with Kane Williamson unbeaten on 91. Wisden editor Lawrence Booth takes a look at some of the facts and figures from the opening day in his top spin column. England's total of 58 was the sixth lowest in their 996-match history, and they were lucky not to break their all-time record. At 27 for 9, they were still 18 short of equaling their worst-ever score, 45 against Australia at Sydney way back in 1886-87. As it was, this was still their worst effort against New Zealand, beating 64 at Wellington in 1977-78. Not since 1976, when they lost to West Indies at Headingley, have England suffered 5 ducks in the same test innings, a figure that equals their all-time record. Back then, though, 3 of the 5 were tail-enders. This time, Joe Root, Ben Stokes, Johnny Barstow, Moeen Ali and Stuart Broad all fell without scoring. For only the second time in their history, England's 10th wicket outscored the first 9, with Craig Overton and Jimmy Anderson adding 31. The only other occasion came against West Indies at the Oval in 1980, when Peter Wiley and Bob Willis took England to a draw by transforming their second innings 92 for 9 into 209 for 9. Trent Boult and Tim Southey became the first pair of new ball bowlers to bowl unchanged through a completed test innings. Since Pakistan's Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis dismissed Sri Lanka for 74 at Kandy in 1984. England were skittled in just 20.4 overs, their third shortest test innings. At Melbourne in 1901-02, Australia bowled them out for 61 in 15.4 overs. And at Port of Spain in 1993-94, West Indies' Curtly Ambrose destroyed them for 46 in 19.1. It was only the fifth time a test team had been bowled out in the game's opening session. The previous instance took place at Trent Bridge 3 years ago, when Stuart Broad memorably ran through Australia with figures of 8 for 15. On that occasion, Broad claimed his 300th test wicket. On the first day at Auckland, he ticked off number 400, as New Zealand opener Tom Latham picked out Chris Wilkes at square leg.